The views expressed and the opinions given by the individual host and their guests do not necessarily reflect those of Para X, its affiliates, or its sponsors.
The following program contains opinions expressed by the Dead Zone. If you find this broadcast offensive, lighten up, candy ass.
What?
Oh my gosh.
It's a radio show.
Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
Initialize sequence now.
We're now in the approach phase. Everything looking good. Manual good control is good. 5, rocket count 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Dead Zone WDZRTV Worldwide. Welcome to the Dead Zone Paranormal Radio Show.
Hey, welcome to the show, July 19th, and man, it is hot. It is so hot, and it's back and forth on all these event closings. They say they're going to open, then they turn around and say they're not. We have one just found out a couple of days ago. The one we actually used to go to was really actually it was one of our first ones, Silcon in Mattoon, Illinois. Becky Costello, she's the one that puts it on. She's a sweet lady. It's usually held, or it is held, in the Cross Country Mall in Mattoon, Illinois. She does have a video up, and we did post that to our Facebook page too, so you might want to check that out. If you had plans on going, I'm sorry, that has been canceled too. It seems like everything keeps getting canceled, and we're sorry to hear that, but just hang on. This can't last forever, although it seems like it's going to last forever. But anyway, tonight, back all the way from Athens, Greece, our buddy Magus Magistrus. If you remember him from, it's been a few months back. It's been a while. Anyway, he's got some new projects we're going to discuss, and I hope you enjoy it. We also have a brand new track from our brand new band I spoke about last week, Black Sun Trine, so stick around for that too. As a matter of fact, we're going to play that here right now. Check it out. Let us know what you think. And if you like it, share it.
Now,
I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
come
life has shown to see the view, the road to you. Sympathy's not there for me. No one hands out life for free. Unknown force will crush us all, break the chains inside of me. Am I alone? 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 Inside me. Am I alone? I stand at the crossroads. Am I alone? Shelter me with your sympathy. Am I alone? Good evening. I am Sammy Terry, and you're listening to the Dead Zone.
Your source for everything paranormal. Para-X.
Hey, this is Michelle. Join me Sundays at 8 o'clock Eastern for paranormal news and events.
Paranormal news.
Hey guys, it's Michelle with Paranormal News and Events. I was checking out phantomsandmonsters.com and found this story here. Can a rake humanoid attach its energy to someone? A Canadian woman only witnessed a pale humanoid when in the presence of her Swedish ex-boyfriend. Since then, the same entity has again manifested around the ex-boyfriend and his new girlfriend. I recently came across the following account. In 2012, my then boyfriend lived in Sweden. I lived in Canada. He came to visit me, and during one of the evenings, I woke up to something strange perched at the foot of the bed. It was a pale, thin, humanoid figure. It was completely hairless, and the legs seemed to be bowed in some way. It seemed to walk on all fours despite looking human. I couldn't see much of its face since it was looking away from me. It looked a lot like the creature from the fictional story, The Rake. When I gasped, it hopped off the bed and into the darkness. My partner heard me and woke to ask me what was wrong. I didn't tell him as to not alarm him while trying to rest. In 2014, he was visiting me once more, and we were once again in bed sleeping. I woke up to hear my boyfriend screaming like I've never heard before. I immediately turned on the light and shook him to try to snap him out of it, but he just screamed, and then he cried. About 30 or so minutes, he finally was calm enough to explain what had happened. Apparently, he woke up to a pale humanoid figure with a gaping mouth and black sunken eyes basically on top of him. As he screamed, the figure slowly backed itself into the closet hole, staring at him, crawling on all fours. I felt sick. I had never told him about what I saw a few years prior. There's no way he could have known and described what I saw perfectly like that. Now it's shown up again. My ex messaged me today, we're still friends, and he told me his now girlfriend has seen the pale man. They were asleep, and apparently she woke up to see this thing stalking around the room, and it noticed her frozen in fear, so it crawled up next to her. My ex woke up and tried to console her. She described what she saw. It apparently was a perfect, exact match to the thing we both saw. I only ever told him what I saw after his experience, and she has never heard of either of our experiences. Is this just a mass coincidence of hallucinating while waking up? Is it a demon or some sort of haunting? I'm really freaked out. Signed, S.H. So anybody out there ever had any experiences with a creature like this? what they call the rake. My son and a friend of his thought that they saw it out in the woods where we live one day a few years back. And it freaked them both out for quite a while. It's still something that he talks about. I've never personally experienced anything like that. But if you have, send me your story at michelle.deadzone@gmail.com.
Hello, this is Christopher St. Booth, and you're listening to The Dead Zone.
Now, the next story that I found was on Coast to Coast AM. Thai paranormal show canceled following controversial ghost hunt. And again, I'm going to say this, I say this all the time. There are words, cities, names in a lot of these stories that I just cannot pronounce very well. So I apologize in advance for any mispronunciations. A popular paranormal television program in Thailand has been canceled following a controversial ghost hunt in which one of the investigators dishonored a national heroine. The strange incident reportedly occurred when the team from Chong Song Phi, which translates to the real ghosts, were visiting a temple that serves as a shrine and final resting place for Lady Mo, a weird figure who, legend has it, saved the city's residents from a forced evacuation by invading forces in the 19th century. During the televised hunt, a purported psychic medium claimed to be in communication with Lady Mo's husband and asserted that the spirit told her that his adopted daughter, named Bunlua, had actually been his mistress. Oddly enough, the episode originally aired back in February, and the alleged revelation from the other side apparently did not cause much of a stir. However, for reasons unexplained, word of the ghost hunt began spreading on social media in Thailand over the last few weeks. The simmering discontent over the episode reaching a full boil this week when several officials in Thailand decried the actions of Chong Song Phi's ghost hunters. The show is disrespecting Lady Mo and destroying her and Lady Bunlua's virtue, declared the head of a group dedicated to preserving the heroine's memory. Meanwhile, the individual who oversees the temple dedicated to the heroine demanded that the ghost hunters apologize for their actions. The outrage was also echoed by a local government official who also lambasted the program. They should research the historical facts before going on air like this. Wichian Shantaran Thai said, "They cannot claim something by contacting ghosts. It's not science." He went on to suggest that the city in which the temple is located may even pursue some kind of legal action against the ghost hunters, as well as the television network behind Chong Song Phi. It would seem that the strong messages of condemnation were received loud and clear as the broadcaster promptly announced that they have decided to cancel the program. So hear that, ghost hunters? Be careful who is actually coming through and giving you messages, and be careful who you tell those messages to. I guess that's what I'm getting out of this. We can't speak our mind at all. Anyway, thanks for listening. I really appreciate it. I hope everyone is doing well, staying safe, and keeping their head up through everything. Thanks again. Have a great week. Bye.
The worms crawl in, the worms crawl out, they crawl all over your dirty snout, your chest. My name is David Walton. I am a vocal performer for What Are You Afraid Of? Horror and Paranormal show. And I have carried the burden of a terrible secret. I am actually what is offensively called a ghost. For years now I have concealed my ectoplasmic existence from my friends and family, in fear of a common prejudice against ghosts, or what we like to call the disembodied. I have existed frightened of being discovered, unable to do physical acts that the embodied take for granted, such as walking a squirrel or drinking a glass of vitamin E milk fresh squeezed from a whale. I grew depressed and even considered acts of self-harm or reincarnation, which is suicide for the disembodied. Such movies as Ghostbusters and its sequels drove my feelings of disenfranchisement, and I began looking for help, only to encounter painful exorcisms in the houses I haunted. Then I met two good people, it says here, Fox and Phil, at What Are You Afraid Of? Horror and Paranormal. And they helped me take control of my own life. Now, it is my choice whether I wish to make phantom bounds in the night, appear at the foot of your bed in darkness, or make your walls bleed. If you are a disembodied person like I am, and you're living a lie, What Are You Afraid Of? Can help you too. They are on at 9 p.m. on Friday nights at Para X Radio, leaving plenty of time for midnight haunting activities, and can be found on all major podcast services. Listen to their paranormal stories, interviews, humorous sketches and horror fiction to know that you are not alone. And if you are a member of the embodied, don't forget, you are only a single heart attack or tumour away from becoming one of us. This is David Walton. See you on the other side. Or as I call it, this side. And that is the end of a perfect day.
Hey, this is Lee. If you missed tonight's show or any other show, you can always check them out in the archives on the Para X Radio Network, or you can go to our website and click on any of your favorite apps.
Are you ready? I'm saying, are you ready?
The following program is recommended for mature individuals and may contain material unsuitable for morons, cretins, and dishwipes. If you are a moron or a member of the PTL Club, please turn off your radio, because we don't need any more stupid, narrow-minded, pencil-neck geeks who wouldn't know the First Amendment if it came up and bit them on the butt. Thank you.
If all radio stations in town were palm trees, we'd be the one with the biggest coconuts.
Here are
the one, the only
Dead Zone.
Dead Zone Paranormal Radio Show, July 19th, with our buddy from across the sea, Magus Magistrus. We're going to be calling him in just a few moments. He was on, it's been like three, 4, maybe more months ago, and to be honest, I can't remember where we left off, but we're going to find out pretty soon. If you'd give me just one moment, we're going to get him on the phone. Here we go, just a second. There we go. All right. Hello. I'm doing good. Can you hear me? Good morning, by the way.
Yeah, good morning. It's almost 3 a.m., yeah.
Yeah, I know, man. Thank you for staying up so late with us. And like I was just saying, do me a favor again now. I mean, once again, you're going to have to get real close to your microphone or your phone or whatever you're on right now, because it's really hard to hear you.
Okay, what about now?
Oh, that's perfect. That was great. That was wonderful. Okay, like I was saying, I don't remember exactly where we had left off. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Me neither.
Yeah, it's kind of like I remember we were talking about the devices that you make, and one thing that really sticks out in my head was it seemed to remind me a great deal of the, way back in the day, the old Frank box, boxes. Do you remember those at all?
No, I haven't even heard of them.
Okay, well, it's way back in the day. I mean, it's basically a Radio Shack hack with different components in it, and there was one compartment that you would use to put like a trigger object in, and it kind of struck me as like kind of what you do, or one of your items, or your what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah. Machines. There you go. Drew a blank. All right. Yeah. Is that kind of like what that is now?
I'm not sure what to tell you. I mean, for all I know, it's what you put in them thought wise. I mean, you put some. You start by thinking of the wish you want to bring to life, and you put some feelings, some emotions in it.
Yeah.
You kind of charge the elements that you have put on the device, in the device.
Okay, you charge mentally yourself. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you transfer your thoughts.
Okay. Once again, you're really quiet. I don't know why this keeps happening. You're like, I can hear you really well, but as far as recording, it's really low. So
okay.
There. Yeah. I mean, that's great right there.
Okay.
Okay, that's wonderful. I really don't know how to explain what I was trying to say. The old Frank's box was basically like think about it like a Tupperware. Think about it like it was a Tupperware compartment, right?
Okay.
With a radio in it, a recorder in it. I can't remember now. I made one myself a long time ago, but there was.
What exactly?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Say again.
What did that do exactly?
It was basically an old version of what is now the Ghost Box, the SB7, and that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
But there was, but how it differed was there was a compartment in it that you would take a trigger item and placed it in, and that was supposed to help out in some way. I don't know. Never had a lot of luck with it. It was fun to make, but yeah.
From what I understand, what you're saying is that it was a box that somehow records something?
Yes. Basically, like I said, you're familiar with the SV7, SP11, and all those different kinds of...
No, but I've heard of the Ghost Box.
Ghost Box, yeah. Echo Vox, yeah. The application, Echo Vox. Kind of the same thing.
Those are recorders.
Yeah, kind of the same thing, but just a little more advanced in technology. This was way back in the day. This was a long time ago.
It's kind of reverse. It's kind of a transmitter.
Okay.
You're talking about a receiver and recorder.
Right.
I'm building a transmitter that transmits your wish out there.
Okay. Oh, all right. Then I got it completely backwards, didn't I? Okay.
No. Well, the principle is the same.
Okay. Well, now that I've put my foot in my mouth, go ahead and explain that, would you, if you would, please?
Okay. What exactly?
Transmitter versus recorder. I mean, it does still record, though, right?
Well, you mean the devices that are built?
Yes.
They don't record anything.
They don't record. Okay, so it's just a transmitter. Okay, all right.
It's a box that has primarily a small compartment or a plate that you put on the target, maybe yourself or myself if I do something for me.
Mm-hmm. Now that's
another part where you put.
That's in concentration. You're not talking about a physical item. You're talking about in your mind. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, you actually help yourself.
Okay.
By putting a physical item.
Okay.
Mostly. So you put a photo of yourself. You put a paper that you've written on it that I want to be healthy or I am healthy.
Okay.
Which is better worthy.
Okay. I'm looking at a couple of them right now. Photos I have of those. You've got like a little rectangle box. Is that where I can't talk? Is that where the item goes? That little rectangle box there above the knob?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. So So you use those items. You turn the knobs, and I'm very simplistic on what you do. And while you turn the knobs, you're concentrating. You're focusing on what you want to achieve.
Okay.
For example, I want to be healthy, and you imagine yourself being healthy.
Okay.
So by turning the knobs, you subconsciously taking a rate. That's what we call that.
Okay.
We call that taking a rate. So there's a number corresponding to what you do that moment, asking for better health.
And there's a number specifically for that.
Roughly translated as a number.
Yeah.
And some people say that you can keep that number and you don't need to focus again, and you can use the number, that number, and say do the same ritual.
Okay.
Lack of a better word.
Lack of a better word. Okay. Yeah. So the dials are. I'm still at a loss here. I mean, we can go to your website. I'm sure it will spellsandmore.com that will explain it further. But the one I'm looking at right here. Well, actually, I think both the ones I'm looking at right now have like 6 knobs, and those do exactly what?
Well, that's a very big.
It's a lot of explanation goes along with that. Yeah. I'm sure there is. Yeah. I mean, well, let me put it this way. Let me put it to you like this. Okay, I'm a big guitar geek. Okay, I love guitar. I love amp heads, and the different knobs do different things. All right, on an amp head. Okay, so that's kind of the way this works.
Okay.
Is that kind of the way it works?
Well, it's a little different. Let me say this. You can let's say you have a machine like that with 3 dials. And I do a specific thing for me, wish, and the dials take the rate of the first dial would be, let's say, 10. The next one is 30, and the next one is 70. So I have a rate of 10, 30, 70.
Okay.
So I keep that rate, and I make a note that I use this rate for this wish.
Okay.
So you can do the same with another machine that has more dial. It'll be a longer number, but it'll be the same. You make the same wish, but you have a different number.
Okay.
Some say that you have to have a list of rates for everything that you set the machine to do, or there are some books with rates that people have already tested. But there are some other people, and I consider to be one of them, that say that the rates are not specific to those things. I mean, I've tried to, for example, there's a rate for the headache. And
I'm sorry, for the what? There's.
For the headache.
I don't know what this sound that keeps coming through is, but it's crazy. Can you hear that?
No.
When we play the show back, check that out. It's really weird. I don't know what's going on, but it kind of goes along with our electronic box we got going on here. I mean, I'm looking at you say rates. That's all explained in the user's manual or user's guide that you provide along with these boxes, right?
Yeah, we've got a manual.
Okay, I'm looking at this one. I can't tell, and I'm sure this isn't right. It's too small for me to see, but you don't have like a gauge on one of these, do you?
No.
Okay.
You don't have to have a gauge, but one of my machines has a little screen.
2 plates.
Where you select. No. It's the model is the V10, and it's got a small screen that where you select a frequency.
Oh, okay. There you go. That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
which
that's cool.
Helps in some things.
That's cool. I can't get my head around how this really works. I guess I'm just gonna have to order one from you sometime, because I want to play with it. You know.
Okay.
I'm not kidding. They look really cool, and I think you had talked last time we had you on here about someone that had used this, or you had used it, and it actually worked. I mean, documented proof of it, right?
Yeah, and I recently, I remember another instance where a friend of mine asked me to, just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm going to the airport in 2 hours. Can you make the weather better?"
Okay, I think that might be it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, he was scared because it was very windy. The weather was very bad.
Yeah.
And he had a phobia.
Yeah.
But flying. So I said, okay, I'll try. And sure enough, after 1 hour and an hour before he went to the airport, the weather around the airport at a 50 or 100 mile radius was a lot better.
Cleared up, right?
Yeah.
Very cool. Now, wasn't there another one? Wasn't there another instance from Australia to make it rain?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
There, when again, by the way, I hate to interrupt you, but when you listen to the show again, when we do the playback, this keeps happening, and it never has happened before. So this is really interesting. I want you guys to all hear that and give us your opinion on what's happening here. Very cool. Very cool. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's it. I wouldn't like to talk about that. I mean, I suppose you're talking about the fires in Australia?
Yeah, well, yeah. Absolutely, yes. I can't remember. I cannot remember if it was you or there was another guest on that said that they were going to they're going to stop the drought and make it rain, and it did.
I think there was a lot of work from a lot of people that helped.
Right.
I mean, I did my stuff, but it seemed to...
It was a combined effort then. Yeah, combined effort.
Yeah, a lot of groups, a lot of individuals, a lot of people tried, so...
Yeah, well, it worked. Evidently, it did work, so...
Yeah, and there were a lot of heavy rains, as I remember.
Right. Well, they needed it, and probably still do, and so do we right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But very cool. So, spellsandmore.com. All your products come with a user's manual.
Yeah.
And all the knobs and everything that I am completely confused about are explained. Right.
Well, and anyone that has any questions, they can reach out to me and ask me, and I'll be glad to tell them everything they want to know.
Right. And they can be found only on your website?
Yeah. About my machines.
On your machines, yeah. And they're... Well, I'm looking at your spellsandmore.com right now. They're radionic wishing machines, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Here I go. I can't speak. Neurologist. You want to help me out here?
I know. You're thinking about NLP.
Yeah, neurologistic, programming, binaural, good Lord, subliminal audio and more. Okay, I get subliminal,
I'm doing a lot of stuff on the side.
Oh, you've got more going.
Building those machines are my main.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you've got more than that going on. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well,
there's a lot around the machines that can be done.
Right. Well, fill us in.
I'm using Reiki. Reiki primarily is sending energy with your hands.
Oh, did you say Reiki? R-E-K-I?
Yeah, R-E-I-K-I.
R-E-I-K-I, yeah. Michelle, my wife's actually into that real heavy, too. A lot of friends of ours are into that, too. Very cool.
Yeah, well, you can do that with those machines. You can do that with a pendulum.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You can send the energy without even having to have your hands outwards, sending to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
The same energy, if you think about it.
Right. Now, how does that work? Excuse me. How does that work with the machines versus the stones?
Versus what?
The stones, the Reiki stones, the Reiki wands, that kind of thing.
You just use, the machine to be the mediator between you and the patient.
Right. Well, I know if you believe in crystals, they have certain powers. Each one does a certain thing, right? And that's why they have the wands and they have the stones and that kind of thing. So I'm kind of trying to get my head around how that machine works, like a Reiki stone or Reiki stones or a wand or what have you. I get it, that it's basically in your mind. It's up to the user, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I get that. It's just,
and it's not evident that those machines have crystals inside.
Quartz, right?
Yeah.
Quartz crystal, well, radios, yeah. Quartz radio, yeah. Okay. Man, learning more. I'm starting to get it just a little bit, but like I say, I'm gonna have to get one from you sometime so we can use it on one of our investigations, because I think it would be awesome. I mean, can you use that on a paranormal investigation, or is it just for a personal use?
You can use it to clear the area, or I don't know what you do over there if you go to a small area. But I'm sure you can find a few uses.
Well, I'm asking because a lot of people, they do the Reiki thing. I'm not one that does it. My wife does, and a lot of friends do. I don't get it. I don't understand it, and I don't try to. But we do when we go on investigations. I'm talking about residential, personal, keep quiet kind of thing. I'm wondering, can you use that? I mean, but you're saying it's basically used for yourself. It's not to help anyone else. It's not to do anything else. It's only to do something that you want done for yourself.
No.
Okay, see, I told you, I'm lost again. Okay.
No, that was an example. For example, with Australia fires.
Yeah.
I used a map of Australia.
Okay.
And symbols for the rain, and I wrote something down.
Okay.
And that was it. I mean, you can send healing to people.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get it. I should have thought about that, yeah, because I'm the one that brought it. Yeah, I brought.
Send positive energy in a small area.
Right. Yeah, I should have thought about that. I brought it up myself, so yeah, loved it.
Love things.
Yeah, love to try that out. I'm gonna get with you sometime. I'm gonna get one of those. Man.
Okay.
Man, do you have any testimonials from customers that you're allowed to?
No.
You're allowed to say on the air.
I've got testimonials on my website, and that you mentioned it. It's been a while since I last updated them.
Right.
But I get testimonials from my Facebook page.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in your memory, in your mind, or let's not even do that. Let's say your own personal experiences. What would stand out with you that just blew you away with one of these machines?
Actually, they blow me away every time I use them.
Okay.
For my software, because I use software. I've come to a point that I didn't have to use a machine anymore, and I just take my pendulum and do some work with it for a few minutes, and it's done.
Well, that's amazing. That's amazing. So you yourself, you don't have to use the machines anymore. You've trained yourself, your mind and body.
Yeah, exactly. And I did that with those machines.
Okay. All right. Now I'm getting it.
I used them to elevate myself.
Okay. I'm catching up with you now. Yeah, Michelle uses she has two pendulums that she uses when we go.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, they're very good.
Man, I wish she was on here tonight. She's at home right now. I mean, all quarantine and everything, but gosh dog. That'd be a good show. That'd be a good talk too, yeah, because, I've seen her do it, and she's tried this with me several times, and something about aligning your chakras. Does that sound correct to you?
Yeah.
Put hold it in front of you and left or right or back and forth or whatever, and that's very cool.
You can unblock your chakras. You can clear them. You can align them. You can clear your aura.
Oh yeah, she does that too. She's got a couple. What's the crystal called? That before and after every investigation we do, she clears us. It's wow. I mean, I'm skeptic about everything, so that's great. Now just let her do what she wants to do, and that's great.
Yeah, let her do that, please. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Anything else you want to say? We got about 10 minutes left.
10 minutes.
We got 10 minutes, dude.
No, I cannot think of anything else right now.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and go through the websites again. Well, you got spellsmore.com. That's where you buy the devices, and they do come with instructions. So don't be like me, get all confused. You'll have instructions on how to use this device, and it is basically a wishing machine, and it all depends on you, on what you believe, how strongly you believe, right?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry to keep you up until what is it, like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning there now?
Right now?
Yeah.
3:07.
3:07 in the morning in Athens, Greece. The man set up all night for this. Can you believe that? We appreciate it.
Well, most of my friends are in America, so I would be awake anyway.
Right. Well, we appreciate it. Do you have any new devices you're working on?
Yeah, all the time.
All the time. Okay, so you've got more boxes coming up, and those are online, or those aren't online yet?
Actually,
there it went again. Good gosh, what is that?
I built one. It's called the Zapper. I built one today.
That's what that sounds like. That keeps happening. It sounds like something's zapping you. I don't know.
Your finger?
It does. Anyway, Zapper. Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to kill bacteria and viruses and all that in your body to 15 hertz. 15 hertz frequency through a battery, 9-volt battery that comes with.
Okay, it comes with a battery. It comes with a battery. Now, just a regular alkaline battery, or something like that, or is it something that?
No, it doesn't matter. As long as it puts out 9 volt.
So this is
I built it today, and I'm gonna start testing it.
Okay. Well, please do send us some photos, and we'll advertise it for you. We'll help you get it online. Okay.
I've already kept photos on my profile.
Okay. Very cool.
On Facebook, on Magus Magistrus.
Right. Okay. You heard that, right? Facebook, Magus Magistrus on Facebook, and your spellsmore.com, so you guys go check that out. All right, man. We hope you will come back later on if you want. Once you get that new product out, we'll talk some more about that, okay?
Sure.
And I'm so sorry about last night. I got slammed, and I just couldn't call and had to postpone the show. For those of you who don't know, don't worry about it. This was a couple of days ago. Anyway.
Don't worry about it.
All right, bud. All right, so we've got 7 minutes left. Let's go over it one more time. Spellsmore.com. He's got some brand new stuff coming out. You can find that on his website. I'm going to try to say it again. I'll guarantee I'm going to get it wrong. Neurologistic programming binaural subliminal audio engineer, right?
Okay, just keep it simple. I'm building wishing machines.
There you go. All right, wishing machines, and not like a genie in a bottle, but wishing machines.
You could say that sometimes. It seems like a genie in a bottle.
Like a genie in a bottle. Okay, well, that's cool too. That's very cool. All right, well, thank you, sir, so much, and I appreciate you staying up so late for us. And I know you have customers over here, but I know it's it's late. I'm tired, and this guy's mispronouncing everything. And good Lord, but
you're the uncle one.
We appreciate it and thank you, and I hope you will come back. Okay.
Play some music.
I'm going to play some music, buddy. And I got some brand new stuff. I'm going to play. I'm going to play it just for you.
This is Rick McCullum of the Hollywood Ghost Hunters, and you're listening to The Dead Zone.
Dead Zone WDZRDB worldwide.
Okay, I said I would. Here's one more for our buddy across the ocean, Athens, Greece. Are you kidding me? It's so late there. Anyway, hope you enjoy it.
This is Rick McCullum of the Hollywood Ghost Hunters, and you're listening to The Dead Zone.
Dead Zone WDZR-TV worldwide. If you've enjoyed this episode, share it with your friends.
This is the Dead Zone Paranormal Radio Show.
Thanks for listening.